right, see you boys.
Okay.
Hey, have a good day.
See you guys.
Okay.
Bye. See you, bud.
See ya. School.
All right, so here's the deal. We just dropped the kids off at school. It is 8:52, so we have got to get back to pick them up by 3:56. So we have about 7 hours. Cruise up to Banks, run staircase, hike back, and get back to the school pickup line. We are running on all cylinders right now. Ben just got off a 96-hour shift. Had a couple calls last night, so he's over caffeinated and sleep deprived. I just had a vasectomy like 5 days ago. So I'm still kind of walking like a cowboy, and I've literally done nothing for the last week but sit on the couch. So we're definitely at the top of our game right now, and it's raining at Banks, so that's a classic rafting day. So everything is working in our favor at this point to make this a successful Raft and Ruck school drop-off to school pickup line mission. So
also, wife scheduled an appointment for pickup time because I said I would get my child.
Okay. So there you go.
Extra motivation.
We have extra motivation. We do not have a backup plan here. We have got to make it in time. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Well, so we get up close to the highway and check this out. It's absolute chaos here because things that happen in the state of Iowa is they're doing the sheep crossing today. So all the sheep are moving from the pastures. Look at all these people. All the sheep. So all the sheep are moving from the pastures up into the foothills to graze. So luckily, we skated by. We thought, because it usually takes at least a half hour, if not more, for the sheep to cross Highway 55. So, and there's 8 billion people that come to watch the sheep walk across the highway. So, we weren't sure there for a minute if we were going to get through without having to stay and watch the sheep, but luck is on our side today. So we skated by, and now we got open highway for the most part up into the nice storm clouds that are waiting for us up in Banks. So so we got our breakfast burritos, very important. We're up at Banks, so how this will work is we'll drop off our Rucks here at the takeout, and then we'll drive up to the put-in, and then we'll raft down and Ruck back. Now, sometimes we take the Rucks with us in the raft, sometimes we don't. Today we're in the Air Sabretooth, so it's kind of tight on space. We throw them in there, so we're gonna stash them, hide them away in a secret spot here, and then get them when we're done. So basically what we have, Ben has his Ruck, I have mine. Got a couple beers for the Ruck back, dry pair of shoes, shirt, socks, pants, just kind of stuff to change out of our dry suits when we're done, and then Ruck back to the put-in. So very secure anti-theft device. Relying on the good hearts of people not to take our shit. All right, so we're here at Slalom, scouting it. We don't really need to scout it. We We were here last week. The flow's like 300 CFS less. But what we're really doing more than anything is making sure there's no logs in the rapid. We haven't been up to the canyon this year, but it sounds like they got quite a few logs in the canyon. So at some point, those are gonna be coming down and making it down here to Staircase. So really we're just making sure more than anything that there's no logs. There was a log in the rapid a couple weeks ago that got taken out. So just a good idea to check, even though we're not really scouting our line as much as we're just making sure there's no wood in the water. All right, here at Staircase, and yeah, no logs, looks good. We're looking forward. We got spun around at the top of the rapid last week, so we're looking forward this week to trying to clean up our line a little bit at the top. So we're ready to go. I was just going to show everybody the setup we got going on for our Air Sabretooth here. So in the back here we got the downriver equipment Thorpe bag. It's got grab handles on it. Super awesome to just throw random stuff in there when you need to. We carry it, put our spare paddle there using the straps for that. Back here, this is like a typical my GoPro setup on the back. There'll be a couple things added to it, but that's basically it. The gooseneck and then sticky pad on there. We got the Air thwart handles on this middle thwart and on the front there. Got a rope bag clipped to it. We run this foot strap here, just a cam strap across the floor. It does have foot cups, but a lot of times we like to be able to move forward or backward, and this is a really easy way to be able to change our positioning in there a little bit. Some people don't like it because, you know, they don't want their foot under a strap, but you don't run it so tight that when we have flipped, your foot comes right out of the strap. So some people don't like it, but we've ran it on a lot of stuff. You know, we run them on the North Fork of the Payette too, where obviously swimming can be more hazardous than anything else, so it's a good idea to have like really solid footing. So we like them for that. We've gone away from at least in the Sabretooth, we'd usually just run a strap all the way around all these thwarts, but with the Sabretooth it's just a little cleaner just to use the thwart handles instead. But on a normal paddle raft, we'd probably still run the strap around the thwarts, give a good handhold. And then on the end of the tubes, we got these 6-foot cam straps here on the end of the tubes, just in case you can reach out and grab one if you're swimming. And then for the side, I use these loop straps, 9-foot loop strap that goes all the way along the length of the side of the boat. So that's just kind of our setup for the Sabretooth, and Ben and I paddling in it, and it's super clean and just not a lot of random stuff in there. Everything's got a place, so it's working out well for us. And the Sabretooth is one of the funnest boats out there, so it's always a good time. So all right, I think we're gonna get ready to launch and get after it. so Ben just checked his watch. We are on the water for about an hour, so it's 12:17 right now, so we got about 3.5 hours left to hike back and then drive back and get in the wonderful school pickup line. So will we make it? You have to stay tuned and see. So ready to roll. Got the essentials here. Extra beer for the road. We're not driving, we're rucking, but cheers. So we are about 2.5 miles in on our ruck. We're back at Staircase Rapid. Moving right along. We definitely ran a better entrance to Staircase this time. Still wasn't perfect, but we're gonna keep on keeping on. Try it again next week probably. Here we are back at the truck, and it is 2:07. So we have 1 hour and 49 minutes to go get the raft, get loaded up, and make it back to school in time. We're doing good. It's gonna be close though. All right. Oh, look at that. Just got back to the truck right before it started raining. Now you might be saying, you guys are idiots, which could be true, but because if you guys are so worried about getting to somewhere at a certain time, why the hell would you hike back to your truck? Why wouldn't you just bring 2 cars or hitchhike? Because it's too easy. There's no challenge in that. What's the fun in that? I mean, there's got to be an element that we might fail and not make it to make it fun. So this is what bored stay-at-home dads / firefighters do on a random Monday to kill the time. So
Chance abandoning their kids at school and getting in trouble with their wives.
Exactly.
Sounds like a good time to me.
All right, we are back in the school pickup line. You can probably maybe see back there. Yeah, so it's right now it is 3:30. So we made it back. We still got 26 minutes of time left. So yeah, it was an awesome day. We didn't get delayed by the sheep or run into any problems on the river. We ran everything clean. The flow was super fun. Got up to about I think it's at almost 2200 CFS right now, so it's warming up during the day, so maybe it was closer to 21 or 2000 when we were on the river. But yeah, it was a great flow, super fun. It's awesome that Ben is up for these little adventures to go raft and ruck. Yeah, we could definitely do it a different way, but you know, we're getting old and out of shape, so it's good for us to get some rucking miles in and get some exercise in. So, but yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little thing to do. I am looking forward to the summertime though, when we have a shuttle all the time and it's not winter and we're rucking every time we go up there. So, but yeah, super fun. And now we'll just gonna hang out and wait for the boys to get out of school. And I was just thinking, if you are wanting to do something like this, you know, like ruck the shuttle or run the shuttle or whatever, yeah, you want to look for stretches of river where, you know, you can actually do that, whether there's a trail close to it or enough space next to the river to do it, or like in our case, we're doing staircase. The highway is right there, but there's not really a trail, but there's enough room to hike alongside the highway on the outside of the guardrail. You know, one of my favorite stories, last spring, we were up there running staircase, doing the same thing we were today, and it snowed like 2 or 3 inches while we were there. And so on the ruck back, there was too much snow to be on the outside of the guardrail, so we were rucking on the highway, and we kept having to run back and forth across the highway because the snow plow kept coming in. We were trying to avoid the rooster tail from the old snow plow. So yeah, we basically rucked the whole 5 miles looking behind us because they were hauling ass, plowing snow. But yeah, you want to look for stretches where it's safe to ruck or hike, whatever, next to the river, to do your own shuttle, you know, on foot, or maybe even there's places where you can bike the shuttle. I'm sure there are. But yeah, that's the way we choose to do it a lot of times. It's good exercise, but you want to look for a place where you can do that, and then working out the logistics of like, what do you need to take with you on the raft, or can you stash stuff somewhere and where you feel good enough about it that, you know, someone's not going to steal it, which is always a possibility and would be such a bummer when people do that kind of stuff. But yeah, just kind of think about where those places are where you could make that happen. And yeah, it's kind of fun to do every once in a while, and it gives you a different perspective of the river that maybe you don't see all the time, because you're looking at maybe the opposite side of the river, or you just don't take the time to look at it that much. The only time you see the river is when you're driving by or when you're floating on it. So yeah, it's just kind of a cool perspective to do. And yeah, it combines for us 2 things we love to do, which is being on the river and carrying some weight on our backs and rucking. So yeah, if you have any questions about it or whatever, you know, it's not a super challenging endeavor or anything like that. But yeah, go ahead, feel free to hit me up on YouTube or on Instagram or whatever, and yeah, I can help you out however I'll try to help however I can. So anyway. Hey.
Hey.
How was school today?
Good.
Good. Did you think we were going to make it back on time?
Not really.
Not really?
Yeah.
You're probably going to have to put your bag in the back. But...
Oh, yeah.
Not really?
Yeah.
What is this kid even talking about?
Whatever.
All right, one more kid to go. Hey, there he is. Did you think we were gonna make it?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Finally, a kid that actually has faith in us.